6 dietary tips for treating yeast infections. Being aware of how the food that you eat has the potential to diminish your health and following a well-planned anti-Candida diet is the first and most important step in treating and preventing yeast infections. Recent research has revealed that adhering to a right diet plan can effectively prevent and treat certain health problems and chronic diseases, including Candida infections. But before we go into the link between what you eat and your yeast infection, we must first understand what Candida is and discuss the specific conditions that contribute to its advancement. Candida is a single cell microbe that is present in small quantities throughout the human body, the intestines, the genitals, the mouth, and so forth. In a body with a healthy immune system, these microbes are kept in balance by beneficial bacteria or probiotics. When the health balance of the body is disturbed, Candida can proliferate and grow out of control, taking a root-like structure and damaging the mucous membranes of the intestines, thus filtering into the bloodstream, causing an array of negative symptoms like itching or burning in affected areas, arthritis, sexual dysfunction or impotence, depression or mood swings, constant tiredness or fatigue, joint pain or swelling, PMS, headaches or constant migraines, respiratory infections, and many more. These microbes move through the bloodstream and can affect different parts of the body, making them a real health hazard. Some of the factors that bring about Candida yeast infection are closely related to food. Acquiring dietary habits that can prevent yeast infection from spreading is the first and one of the basic steps in holistic Candida therapy. Following the 6 tips, what we are going to outline here can bring positive results to your general health and particularly to your yeast infection problem. Tip 1. Stay away from refined sugar and carbohydrates. Refined sugars like corn syrup, white and brown sugar, and other refined carbohydrates like white flour, white rice, and any type of cereals are all fuel for Candida. These foods help Candida to proliferate. To prevent Candida overgrowth, use stevia instead of sugar and use whole grain non-gluten products such as brown rice or buckwheat bread to replace refined carbohydrates. Tip 2. Stay away from foods that have yeast or mold, like white vinegar, mushrooms, calm, dried fruits, canned vegetables, bread, and some condiments, for these type of produces can also encourage Candida. Tip 3. Stay away from antibiotics as this can debilitate your immune system and kill off the friendly bacteria that helps keep Candida in check. But antibiotics are not only found at the pharmacy. Stay away from dairy products as this may also contain antibiotics. Since strengthening the immune system is an integral part of it preventing yeast infections, daily consumption of garlic can lessen the likelihood of recurrent yeast infections. Tip 4. Apart from the reason given above, stay away from dairy products, especially cow milk, as it can lead to allergic reactions, thus creating excessive mucus and taking longer to digest. Some of the main yeast infection factors can include allergies and digestive problems. Tip 5. In preventing Candida overgrowth, it is important to be aware of your body's acid-alkaline balance. This means the right pH, or potential for hydrogen, in your blood and body fluids. pH is measured on a scale from 0 to 14, where 0 is the most acid, 7 is neutral, and 14 is the most alkaline. Your body should be at a pH level of 7.35 to function at its best. Acid environments are favorable for Candida proliferation, so you should stay away from acid-forming foods such as red meats, fish, dairy, and grain products, and favor alkaline foods such as green vegetables, almonds, most fresh vegetables, and green juices. Tip 6. Studies have shown that consuming foods that are rich in beta-carotene, a natural substance that's converted into vitamin A in the body, gives you protection against yeast infections. Examples of food containing beta-carotene are carrots, pumpkin, spinach, and cabbage. Watching your diet is of enormous importance when treating or preventing yeast infections, but it is only the first part of a holistic therapy. Changing your diet is not the only thing you need to do to permanently eliminate Candida from your system. Discover the holistic way that many women have used to cure their yeast infection by visiting www.cureyouryeastinfection.net.